Hello everyone, my name is Parth Trada. Here I will show a presentation for audio video engineering. So let's get started. Firstly, we will discuss the main title of the presentation. As we can clearly see onto the screen that the title of the presentation is AI Hologram. Then we will discuss the main idea behind this terminology. Next, we will learn what is its current application in the real world. And at the last, we will talk about its pros and cons and its impact in the future. Before demonstrating the main idea, let's assume one situation. What if we can see our virtual assistants Siri, Alexa and Cortana as real as we are? It is quite obvious that this virtual assistant has not its own real existence. But if this will happen in future, it will definitely enhance the user experience at the next level. So to demonstrate the main idea, let's split the word AI hologram into two parts, AI and hologram. So I will pick the first term, hologram. What is hologram? Let's see some bookish definition to demonstrate. The hologram is a 3D photograph technique that projects an image onto the other side and is visible the need of the 3D glass. The holographic camera uses a laser beam that is split into the two identical beams. One creates a live map of the image to be projected, and the other side is a reference beam that is directed onto the recording medium. The image projected looks very realistic and is projected in 3D. In reality, most holograms are advanced version of the paper's ghost illusion. To realize the practical impact, let's see the further slide. At the top right corner, it is a holographic image of shoes. We can use this concept in especially in e-commerce site. Usually we buy this types of shoes with the help of just 2D images. But if we can realize this 2D image into 3D, then it will be very useful for us. At the bottom right, this is a 3D image of a satellite. The second use, in my opinion, that holograms are very useful to designing the complex structure of mechanical machines. And I think it is very easy to understand in 3D rather than 2D. So this is the simple definition of hologram. So let's look the positive impact of this technology. Jonathan Blair is a National Geographic photographer. He says that a generation ago, hologram exhibition attracted hundreds of thousands of visitors in the major cities around the world. An entrepreneur confidently forecasts its application in art, photography, and television. So we can clearly see its positive impact into the real world. Now take the second word, AI, artificial intelligence. This is a very vast field, but we will take as easy as easier explanation as possible. In computer science, AI, sometimes called as a machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. Leading AI textbooks define the field as the study of the intelligent agents, any device that perceives its environment and takes actions that maximize its chance of successfully achieving its goal. The term AI is often used to describe machines that mimic cognitive functions that humans associated with human mind, such as learning and problem solving. AI, we can clearly demonstrate the AI term with machine intelligence. So nothing more than that. To demonstrate, to explain the explanations of this AI, this slide is a practical impact of AI. As we discussed earlier, Google Assistant and Siri and Amazon Alexa is a virtual assistant is the main practical impact of the AI, and we can generally use these types of gadgets day by day. So let's point out the main term, AI hologram. AI coupled with augmented reality gives rise to holographic telepresence technology, which is created from photorealistic stereographic 3D imaging. It is a holographic image of live people with whom you can interact in real time and irrespective of where they are. With the help of AI hologram, we can clearly interact with the people which is not present. AI hologram is an emerging field. It is not practical to the whole world, but Microsoft recently has created a hologram that will transform uh, someone into the digital speaker of in another language. The software giant unveiled the technology during a keynote at the Microsoft Inspiring Partner Conference in Las Vegas. Microsoft recently scanned Julia White, a company executive of Azure, at a mixed reality capture studio to transform. I think the digital version appeared on stage to translate the keynote into the Japanese. Microsoft had used its Azure AI technologies and natural text to speech to make this possible. It makes by taking a recording of White's noise in order to create a personalized voice signature to make it sounds like she's speaking Japanese. So with the help of this AI hologram, we can clearly see that if I don't know the Japanese, but with the help of AI hologram, I can fluently speak Japanese. AI hologram, we can we can possibly imply this terminology into different sectors. Holographic telepresence at the meetings and events. We can clearly replicate this technique in meetings and events, and especially in education sectors, uh, when where the rural areas in where the rural areas. Holographic telepresence technology in our smartphones and 3D patterning and in the medical sectors. This applications is very useful for the human. So at the last, AI hologram is an emerging field and it is not convenient for all the uh, common people, but it will surely enhance the user experience in the future. So this is the end of the presentation and thank you.